My name is Rob Levitt, and I have to admit, I really don't know much about our waterways. So when I met Chris Trumbauer, who's my classmate in Leadership Anne Arundel, class of 2009, and saw all the wonderful things he was doing out here on the West River and the Rhode River as the river keeper, I seized the opportunity to come out here and see what it's all about and see the ways that our river systems are really intimately connected with the Chesapeake Bay, and how, as citizens of Anne Arundel County, we all really need to care about the care, the treatment, the enjoyment of our waterways, so that not only can we enjoy them, not only can we be good stewards of them, but for years, generations to come, that all of us have the opportunity, our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren, have the opportunity to enjoy these beautiful resources on these rivers. So I encourage everyone to find out a little bit more about the West River, the Rhode River, the work of the river keepers all along our waterways, the Severn, the South River, and the Chesapeake Bay. Get out there and see what it's all about, because I'm kind of a land lover. I live on land. I don't get out on the water that much, but yet once I'm out here, I realize how this really drives and connects with everything that we're doing all throughout our county.
Off the West River. It's a small creek towards the mouth of the river, and as you can see in the background, hopefully, it's all natural. Both sides of the creek are protected land. It's owned by the Smithsonian Environmental Research Center, and you can look at this creek and you can imagine that this is what it's looked like for hundreds of years, because you don't see any piers, you don't see any bulkheads or rocks or anything that humans have put here. And you also notice it's very quiet here. I mean, there's no kind of human background noise. It's just crickets and birds chirping and ospreys chirping and things like that. So the interesting thing about this creek is that the water quality is still relatively poor. And that's because that all of the water that's in this creek exchanges with the rest of the river, which then exchanges with the bay. So even though this is what you would consider a pristine land cover around in this creek, the water quality is influenced by much more than just a little local environment here. About half of the shoreline on Rhode River is undeveloped natural shoreline, but much of the northern shoreline, the Mayo Peninsula, has a lot of bulkheads and riprap, which is big stone on the shoreline. And this is a problem for a couple different reasons. First, it doesn't provide any habitat for the aquatic life, the fish and the crabs and the grass shrimp and everything like that. But also, it doesn't it reflects the wave energy, so you get a lot of waves going back and forth and sloshing, and then it resuspends all the dirt on the bottom, so you can't get underwater grasses growing, anything like that. And the third thing is that with a bulkhead up there like that, with the impending sea level rise that's likely to happen, there's nowhere for any sort of wetlands or marshes to migrate. They're just stuck against that bulkhead. So there's really a bunch of reasons why, if at all possible, you should look into a living shoreline with vegetation and marsh grasses. It'll really provide a better benefit for the fish and the crabs, but also it's pretty, it looks nice, it attracts songbirds, you'll be the envy of your neighbors. I think because we all want to enjoy the river and we all want to come out here on a nice day and have a good time, is to really find the balance between the resources that we love to see and the ability to enjoy those resources. So we all want to have the fish, the crabs, the oysters, the underwater grasses, and we all want to come out on the river on a nice day. But we have to make sure that we don't love the river to death. And I think that there's room to have, you know, a recreational component and to have people come out and enjoy the river, while at the same time really emphasizing conservation and good stewardship practices so that we don't love the river to death and we're actually helping it get better. Because what we want to do is restore the river to a point where it's healthy, it's safe to swim in, it supports the aquatic life, and it can still, you know, survive a weekend, 4th of July weekend with a bunch of boats out here and people jet skiing and all of that. So that's really the key, I think.